And what would math be like without fractions? But here we have some fractions. So what we're going to do is change each of these terms to their opposite sign. Now internally this is a positive, but I'm going to take away the parenthesis and make that one negative. This one used to be negative, but now it's a positive. So I took away the parentheses, and I've gotten rid of the, well, I've changed signs, gotten rid of the parentheses. And then here I can do that as well. So there's my basic problem, I'm asked to combine like terms. Strategy. Well, we could do this one vertically, or we'll do one horizontally, and I'll rewrite it. So now I've put these two like terms together, and then this one. Now, back in chapter 1, we didn't go over a lot of fractions, but I may do a lesson on that. We want to put them all over our common denominator. These have common denominators. So this is going to be over 4. We know this is going to be an x squared. We have a 1 there. We have a negative 3. So these are my fraction part, and then that is my like term part. So I have a 1 minus 3 is going to give me a negative 2/4 x squared. So a positive 1, negative 3, negative 2/4. And later we'll simplify that to 1/2, but leaving it like that for now. Over here, my common denominator, keep in mind the 6 is over 1, is going to be 5. Well, how do I get this whole number, in a sense, into a fraction? Well, I want my denominator to be 5. So I'm going to multiply it by 5, and I can multiply this by 5. 5 over 5 is 1. I can multiply 6 by 1, but in the form of 5 over 5. So this then gives me 30, and remember the x is out there, plus 1. So this now becomes a positive 31 over 5x. And the only other thing we have to do is simplify this. This is going to become a negative 1/2 x squared. And then this will go away so we don't have it too confusing. And that's your answer. So a little more challenging because of the fractions, but you want to develop a technique for dealing with them. Now another type of problem you're going to have is where part of it may be written, and they say subtract this binomial from this trinomial. So you want a strategy. And the strategy would be, if they say subtract, all you have to do with these two, change the signs. All right, we'll write this one down first. 14x squared plus 5x plus 3. Now they want us to subtract, so we're going to change these signs. This is a positive 2x. It's going to become a negative 2x. This is a negative 9. It's going to become a positive 9. And I'm using our technique of vertical like term columns. And then that's the answer. So anytime you run into something like this where it says subtract something, just change these signs and add it to that. And this is an illustration of it. Subtract this from that, change these signs, and then just add them. Put them in like term columns. Now I want to remind you that all of these are found on Integrity. We use those sheets as a exercise, additional exercises to review. So all of these answers are on Integrity, as well as in the back of the booklet. But here we're looking for strategy. Here, this is a function problem. And this is function notation. If you recall from chapter 3, we can always substitute the letter y for the function symbol. So here, in our t-chart, we can put an x, and we can put this, p of sub x, or we could put a y there. And what they want us to do is find these three values. So this is the x value, -1, 4, and 0. And then we're to put the x into this expression and see what comes out. So it's sort of like input and output. So we're going to input a -1. So I could write them out. This will be a -1 squared plus 2 times -1 minus 5. And this is going to be 4 squared plus 2 times 4 minus 5. And this is going to be 0 squared plus 2 times 0 minus 5. So this is how you would do it, and then it's just a matter of doing the computation. So this is going to become a 1, this becomes a -2, and a -5. So -7 and a 1 gives us a -6 there. This is going to be 16 plus 8 is 24, minus 5 is 19. And this is 0, this is 0, and this is a -5. So there are some simple items of combining like terms from topic 5.1. Remember, ask your tutors if you need additional help or some additional instruction. And you could always watch this again if needed.